this is Scott here. Founding Champions, yeah, absolutely. Founding Champions, yep. You're a founding champion too. Yep, that's right. Together we are the 5th Grand Alliance, not the 6th, the 5th. Yeah. Oh, what? You're saying my Destruction Top 10 Cards list video is not getting enough views. Not enough views, huh? Likes? Not enough likes either. Comments? Just one comment. What'd he say? Oh, he said, oh, okay. He said destruction's awful and a 5-year-old, a 5th grader, can pilot the deck and win. Oh, that's what he says. Well, he's not wrong. He's definitely not wrong. Yeah, he's absolutely right. Okay. So to get more views, what do I need to do? Okay. So I need to make a top 10 video about death. Okay, death's awful. Nobody plays that deck. Who plays death? Nobody plays death. How about life? Why don't we play a top 10 of life? Yeah, I'm gonna give them the top 10 life choices. Yeah. Like don't play scratch-off games, okay? At your LGS, also known as local gas station. Don't go, yeah, okay, got it. Oh, I didn't see you there. Well, since you're already here, how long have you been there, by the way? You weren't listening to that last conversation, right? Okay. Everybody, welcome. Scott here, Founding Champions. You're a Founding Champion too. And together we are the 5th Grand Alliance. There's only 4, by the way, so that's why we're the 5th. I have for you 10 cards, right here. These are the top 10 death cards. Yep, HR said I need to go ahead and make a video about that because they're like, oh, well, you got top 10 cards, top 10 destruction cards. You need to make a video about the top 10 death cards. So here we go. Without further ado, I have Freakish Cryptor. This is the top 10. This is number 10. This is not number 1. It's not the best death card. It is here because you gain sweet tempo advantage. It's a 6-point swing. You gain 3 life. They take 3 damage. And it rotates our number 9 card. Crypt Haunter Courtier, or whatever you want to say. It's a 3-card combo with a Freakish Cryptor. Also, if you're playing against any deck that's not doing too much damage all at once, you quite literally can't lose, especially if you have 2 of these. Cost 4 to give you 2 life. Outstanding card. Alright, next up. We have a card here that might be controversial, and I'm going to get torn up in the comment section about some of these picks, or the lack of some picks, because spoiler alert, Neferata is not on this list. But we have Hungering Vampire. You're like, well, that card's awful. Well, look at it. Look at those quest objectives, okay? Play a vampire. Kill a guy. Oh, we also have a vampire that kills a guy. So all you have to do is gain health. Well, read his effect. Discard a card, gain 2 health. There's also a lot of other cards that gain health. And then play any dude. Too easy. So it does turbo rotate. Next up we have Abhorrent Ghoul King. Has anybody played against Mordant Burn yet? Well, if you haven't, you're lucky. Because this deck just likes to throw cards at your face. Just threw death at me, I guess. I just died. So we're not looking to rotate this guy. He's a wizard, which is pretty awful if you're playing against Gordrak. You take extra damage from their damaging abilities. However, it does increase the damage from your own abilities by 1. So you put 1 on each side of a Mordant hero, and suddenly that guy is doing 2 extra damage per ability. Next up we have Cursed Strike. This does go into the Mordant Death Burn deck, and it's a really good card against destruction, by the way. Why? As it says, to deal 3 damage to your opponent, which will actually be 5. You may rotate a highlighted spell or unit 1 step backwards or forwards. Well, if they have a Pouncing Wolf Rider in play, you rotate it forward and suddenly they lose that extra action. You rotate their Chanter 1 step forward and they lose that extra action. So this card does do some work. Next up is its little brother, the Frightful Strike. You try and put your little damage dealing guy in front of a cheaper hero. It has to be in one of the 2 middle lanes, of course. And what do destruction players like to play in their middle 2 lanes? A lot of times they do like to play the Savage Boar Boss, which costs 1 less than some particular mordant likes to do lots of damage. So you will use this, and they will discard a card. So it is card advantage, as I would like to say. 5 damage to them, they lose a card. Shuffles right back into their deck. Devour, alright? A really good removal spell. It does kill their guy and puts a guy back into your deck. So if you're playing against another control deck, you're suddenly not going to be losing due to deck out. And if you've been playing a lot of death or death control, you may have run into another death player that tried to deck you out. That's not going to happen as often with Devour. But, I mean, you both are also playing Devour. So, find another way to put cards in your deck. Next up is Frenzied Vargeist. This is the exact, vampire that we were talking about using with, well, I just covered him up, but he's right here. Hungering Vampire Lord. See? This is a combo. Alright? Combo. It does combo with something like Neferata and stuff, but we want to use Hungering Vampire Lord because it rotates very, very quickly. That is Frenzied Vargeist. It does 1 damage to your opponent, kills the guy in front of him, and then you gain an additional action. There's not many cards in death that gain you additional actions. Actually, it's only this guy. So, outstanding. And we know how good additional actions are if you ever played against or played with Destruction. Number 9, we have Feasting Vargeist. Alright, gain 2 health and draw 2 cards. That's pretty good. Slight tempo advantage. It's on a short fuse, it's only 3 corners, or medium fuse really, and then you draw 2 cards. So, outstanding card, you never really want to not play it. And then, hold up, we have a honorable mention, Deathly Resolve. This is a tempo card. Now this game is big on tempo, and this is the best card in Death for tempo when it comes to spells. Okay, we're going to gain massive amounts of tempo. Nagash can gain you a little bit of tempo, but again, you're really also only doing it to 1 spell, moving it 1 step forward. That's why Nagash hasn't been on the list yet, ever. Yeah, it's not on the list. It's not on the list. Deathly Resolve, that is the honorable mention. Next up, and lastly, we have Supernatural Heart. This card is the best card in Death. Yeah, it's just the best card in Death, in my opinion, because it is outstanding against Destruction decks. Okay, it's perceived that Destruction is the best deck, and they use all units. Okay, and this shuts down units for 3 turns, and then their abilities revolve around their units, putting more units into play, like Ambush or Rallying Cry, or rotating their own units like Wall, Call. So they really only have like 3 cards left in their deck that do anything, and it's their damage ability. So this card, outstanding. You flip it over, and a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times, you're going to win that game. Alright? That is my top 10 best Death cards right now. October 8, 2018. Thank you for watching.